Nothing else could ever compare to this, okay? Hello, beautiful people of the internet. How are you doing today? My name is Jackie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, if you're perceptive, you probably noticed that I'm not in my dorm room at college anymore. I'm at my dad's house, sitting in front of the fireplace because this is really the only spot in the living room where I think my tripod can actually reach the outlet, so my light will be plugged in, so that's why I'm sitting here. And I filmed my last video on September 4th, and then about an hour after I finished filming, I got an email saying that I had to leave campus because they were de-densifying the student population, so within 24 hours, I was home. Just figured I'd give you guys an update. I'm okay with it. I honestly figured this was probably going to happen because there were a lot of people who were not following the rules because I guess getting drunk and partying was more important to them than looking out for their fellow students. But I am okay. My COVID tests were negative and I feel perfectly healthy. But yeah, so now all my classes are going to be online. I did have some footage that I filmed of my dorm room that was going to go in a vlog, but obviously that vlog's not going to happen now, so maybe I'll just put that footage in here so you can see what my dorm room was like for the 3 weeks that I actually had it.
It's still really messy because I need to unpack, but pretty nice bedroom, I think. We have a really nice closet. I put most of my clothes in there. I tried to pack light in case I have to flee, but you know, I actually think I could have brought more clothes. I definitely could have. From this window you can see out to the other buildings nearby and the quarry over there. Those bells ring every once in a while, so it's a really nice room. I like it.
Just want to assure you guys, though, I am totally fine. I am doing okay, so don't worry about me. And I'll be going back to Florida soon. So that's pretty much it. And that's not what we're talking about today in this video. I am doing today another one of my what I watched recently videos. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the movies and television shows that I have watched in the past few months. And honestly, some of these things that I watched since my last what I watched video, it feels like it's been an eternity since I watched them, even though it's been less than 3 months. I feel like quarantine feels like it's gone on forever. I feel like this year has been 5 years long. So anyway, this has been a really long intro. Just wanted to update you guys on what's going on in my life, but I'm gonna have timestamps in the description, so if there are certain shows or movies you want to hear about in this video and others you're not so interested in, you can skip around and just get to the parts you're most interested in. Alright, let's get right to it. First, I finished watching the most recent seasons of 2 of my favorite shows, Outlander and Killing Eve. However, if I'm being completely honest, these most recent seasons, I wasn't crazy about either of them. First, Outlander Season 5. I have very mixed feelings about this season because there were some episodes that I thought were amazing and among the series' best episodes, and there were other things that happened that I really did not like. I loved the battle episode. I thought that was an amazing episode and it really did affect me emotionally. And I also really liked, I think it was episode 10, where stuff happens that I won't talk about because of spoilers, but if you've seen it, I'm sure you know what I mean. The problem is I think that episode should have been the season finale episode because what actually happened in the season finale I felt like was very unnecessary and extremely graphic. There was a sexual assault in that episode, which I feel like the episode would have had the exact same emotional impact had that character not been sexually assaulted, and I did not like it. I do really like this show and these books, but the amount of rape that's in the show, it really is very gratuitous and graphic. I feel like the sexual assault is too much. and it's not dealt with properly like it should be, so that really bothered me about the season finale. I feel like the rape scene could have been taken out, and the episode still would have had the exact same emotional impact. It just felt torturous. It was not good. Next, Killing Eve season 3. I didn't dislike this season, but there were a lot of things that I don't really know what the point of it was. There were certain characters and storylines that I thought were going to go a certain way, and then nothing really happened with that. Like, for instance, they introduced Gemma Whelan's character, and I don't really know what the purpose of her character was. I guess this is technically a spoiler. I was convinced that she's going to end up being evil in the end or something, because I figured there had to be a reason why she was there, and that didn't happen, so I don't really know what point her character served. The show also killed off a character who I really, really liked, and I'm going to miss that character. And there were just things that felt very underwhelming. I don't really know what the point of the season was, if I'm being honest. Maybe I just didn't get it, but that's just my personal opinion. What I do really like about the show, though, is, well, I love the acting performances, and I love the relationship, if you would call it that, between Eve and Villanelle. That's the most interesting part of the show to me, and I love their interactions. Their relationship is definitely strange, but really fascinating to me, and I really enjoy that aspect. I was just underwhelmed by the season because there were so many things that I just don't get why they were done that way, and I don't really know what the overall point of the season was supposed to be. So if you've watched the season, let me know your thoughts in the comments, because maybe I just didn't get it. Maybe I'm just dumb. I would like to hear your thoughts. Next, while we were in quarantine, my mom and I started a new show. We watched the first season of The Witcher on Netflix, and overall, I really, really liked this. This show is based off a series of books and a series of video games. I honestly didn't even know there were a book series. I had heard of the video game, but I didn't know that it was based off a series of books. And overall, I really, really liked this show. It has Henry Cavill. But when we first started watching it, we were very confused, having never read the books or played the games, because the show takes place over 3 different timelines, and that's not made clear at the outset. So we really didn't understand what was going on with the different storylines or how they intersected, and then I read an article online explaining the different timelines. After that, I got it, and I enjoyed the show much more. I just think the show is a little hard to understand if you haven't read the books. So if you want to watch the show and you haven't read the books, I would definitely recommend going online and doing a little background research so you understand the different timelines. Once I understood what was going on in the show, though, I really enjoyed it, and it was fun to see the different storylines come together and see how they were all going to be related in the end. And I'm really excited for season 2. I think season 2 is going to be even better than season 1. My mom was a little mad at me for convincing her to watch the show because she liked it so much, and now she's mad that she has to wait for season 2. I know, it sucks, and with COVID, like, who knows when shows are going to resume production again. But we overall really enjoyed season 1, and I'm excited that more fantasy shows are getting made now. I guess because Game of Thrones was so successful, everybody wants to adapt their own series of fantasy books into a TV show. So I'm really excited for more fantasy shows to come out. I know The Wheel of Time is coming to Amazon. I haven't read those books either, but definitely want to check that show out as well. I'm just really excited to see more fantasy shows coming out. Every time I read a fantasy book, I always find myself thinking, this would be a great TV show. So it's really cool. Also, I totally forgot about this when making my list of things to talk about in this video, but my mom and I also watched Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix. This is a reboot of an old true crime show, and I don't have much to say about it, but we really enjoyed watching it. We watched all the episodes in like 2 or 3 nights. It was really fun, and the only thing I really have to say about it is Porter Stansbury is totally guilty. Next, the first movie that I watched this with my mom also, and that was Just Mercy. This is based off of Bryan Stevenson's book of the same name, and it's based on a true story. It's about Bryan when he went to the South to become a attorney to represent people who have been falsely convicted of crimes and are now on death row, especially Black men, because there are just so many Black men in America who have been implicated in crimes that they're actually innocent of. And this movie legitimately made me cry. And I'm not talking about I teared up a little bit. I mean, I actually ugly cried. It really saddened me, and it also angered me because this isn't a work of fiction. It's based off a true story, and horrible things like this, horrible acts of injustice, happen in America today, every day, and it's just not right. This movie was impeccably well done. It stars Michael B. Jordan, who did a great job playing Bryan Stevenson. I might end up reading the book this was based off of. I don't know. I think I would be interested to check it out because the movie was so good. I would like to actually read his book, and I would definitely recommend this to you if you are interested. It was an exceptional movie, extremely emotional and impactful, and for a time, it was available for free on Amazon because of Black Lives Matter. I don't know if it still is, but definitely check that out. You might be able to stream it for free. Next, my mom and I signed up for Disney Plus just so we could watch Hamilton. This was really great. I really am a big fan of the musical Hamilton. I went to see it in 2018, and it was the most amazing musical I've ever seen. It was fantastic. And I really enjoyed getting to see this film with the original cast. Everybody in this is so amazingly talented, and it was just awesome. I really, really enjoyed watching this. It was great. I don't really know what to say about it because obviously Hamilton is a huge cultural phenomenon. I'm sure most of you out there have probably seen the Hamilton film. If you haven't, I would definitely encourage it if you're interested because it was really well done. I don't really know what else to say about it other than Hamilton's really, really good. Also, Satisfied is totally my favorite song. I have tried to sing it in the car so many times, and obviously I am nowhere near as talented as Renee Elise Goldsberry, but that song just slaps, okay? And it's even better watching the scene. Oh, it's so good. That's my favorite song. If you like Hamilton, let me know what your favorite Hamilton song is. I would really, really like to know. What's the one that you try to belt out in your car? Then, since we had this Disney Plus subscription for a month, in July, my mom and I decided we were going to watch a lot of the Disney movies that I never got to see, that the two of us never watched. So we watched quite a few, and I'm gonna try not to talk about each one for too long because I don't have many specific thoughts. I thought all of them were good to varying degrees. All of them were very, very cute, and I like Disney movies, especially princess movies, because they're just like, really wholesome and nice. I think my least favorite that we watched was Hercules. I'd never seen this one before, and it was fine. I think my favorite part of it was Meg's character. I mean, her line, "I'm a damsel, I'm in distress, I can handle this, have a nice day." That's like so iconic. We stan. But it just wasn't my favorite out of these. Also, I don't understand how Pain and Panic can convince Hades that Hercules is dead when Hades is the god of the underworld. So wouldn't he know that Hercules isn't dead? It doesn't make any sense. I don't get that. Plot hole. Maybe it's not my least favorite, because my mom and I also watched the live action, the CGI Lion King, which I didn't really think was anything special. It's basically the exact same plot and dialogue as the original movie. They didn't really update the story in any way. So I didn't really feel like it was necessary or that it brought anything new to the table. And also, The Lion King is already one of my least favorite Disney movies anyway. But baby Simba was really cute. Really, really cute. Like, I really just wanted to cuddle him, even though I know, like, a lion could totally rip my face off. Like, it would be worth it. So cute. Then we watched The Princess and the Frog, which overall I really did like. I'm excited that they're finally doing a Princess and the Frog ride at Disney World. I will probably never ride it because I've never ridden Splash Mountain before. Not really into rides where I have to get wet, but still, I think it's really cool that they're doing that. I think it's a great idea. And I liked this movie because I really liked Tiana and Naveen's relationship. And what I really liked about Tiana's character was that I liked that she had dreams and career goals. I really liked that about her character. So overall, I thought this movie was really cute. Wish that the main characters hadn't been frogs for most of it, but overall, I enjoyed it. We also watched Brave, which I personally really liked. I don't hear people talk about this movie that much, but I enjoyed it. I really like the Scottish culture, so that's something that was really interesting to me. I really liked that part. My mom saw the Standing Stones and she was like, Jamie Fraser. You know, obviously that's not an Outlander specific thing. They have those all over Great Britain, but that's just what she said, which I thought was pretty funny. And we also watched Moana, which I really liked that one too. I thought all of the songs were really, really good. I didn't really like the Shiny song, could have done without that one, but hot take, How Far I'll Go, much better than Let It Go from Frozen. That song is so good. I've actually listened to it in my free time multiple times since then. And Lin-Manuel Miranda from Hamilton did the music for this movie, so he continues to do great music. One thing about these two movies is neither of them had a love interest, and I was a little apprehensive because generally I do enjoy the romance storylines in Disney princess movies, but I totally was not missing that aspect at all when I watched both of these movies. I think they were still amazing without the love interest. However, my favorite Disney movie that we watched, which I think is now my favorite Disney movie, period. No, I know is my favorite Disney movie, period, was Tangled. Oh my God. I am obsessed with this movie. I watched it in July. And since then, I've watched it a second time. After we canceled Disney Plus, Tangled was on Freeform, so I recorded it from my DVR so I can watch it over and over again in the future. I absolutely loved this movie. It was perfect. I love Rapunzel and Flynn Rider's relationship. The greatest couple in all of Disney. I ship it. And like, I just love this movie now. I love this movie. I want every single person I know to watch it with me. I love I See the Light, the most romantic moment in Disney history. Like, seriously, if I ever get in a relationship someday, a long-term relationship, and they do not take me out in a boat over the water with flowers in my hair to watch all the lanterns, like, then I don't want the relationship, okay? This is my new standard to which all romance is measured because it was perfect. And oh my God, the ending actually made tears come to my eyes. Like, you were my new dream. I mean, nothing else could ever compare to this, okay? This is the best relationship, like, ever, okay? I am obsessed. Another hot take, Tangled is better than Frozen, okay? And I know I sound like I'm a Frozen hater in this video. I am not, but it's just so unfair that Frozen gets so much of a presence at Disney World, and Tangled doesn't have a ride. You know what Tangled has? A themed bathroom, okay? And even still, you know, the next time I go to Disney World, I'm taking pictures in that damn bathroom because Tangled is like my religion now, okay? This is the best Disney movie best romance, amazing plot, amazing characters. I was also mind blown to find out that the guy who wrote Tangled is the creator of This Is Us, and that the reason Mandy Moore is on This Is Us is because she worked with him in this movie. She was the voice of Rapunzel. I haven't watched This Is Us for several years, but I guess now I understand why Tangled made me cry. Apparently that's just this guy's thing, is he just makes people cry. So yeah, wow, I'm fangirling just thinking about this movie. I watched it twice in the past 2 months and I'm like ready to watch it a third time, okay? This is my new favorite Disney movie. I love it. I think if I had to pick my favorite Disney movies, it would be Tangled, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast. And Mulan would probably be 4, but Tangled is just a perfect movie. Aladdin, I love the plot. Beauty and the Beast, I love Belle. She's my favorite princess. And Mulan is also just really solid. It has I'll Make a Man Out of You, great song, and bisexual icon Li Shang, okay? Li Shang said bisexual rights. So, beautiful people, those are all the TV and movies I have watched recently. Let me know if you've watched any of these as well and what you thought of them. If you don't like Tangled, we can't be friends anymore. I'm just kidding. You're entitled to your wrong opinion. That's fine. In all seriousness though, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. I post new videos every single Wednesday. My social media links are down below if you want to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, or be my friend on Goodreads. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you have a dazzling rest of your day. Bye, and I'll see you in the next video.